is National Athletic Training Month, and we're here interviewing Nancy about the reasons why she chose to become an athletic trainer. What made you want to become an athletic trainer?
Okay, I went to a junior college and to be an athlete, and I got sick during the basketball season, and so the basketball coach taught me how to tape and, kind of helped me a little bit so I could help take some of her burden off. And so that was kind of my first experience of being an athletic trainer. Although she wasn't an athletic trainer, they didn't have an athletic trainer at the school. But I just got a taste of it, and so that just, it just escalated from there. I love being around sports. I love being around medicine and helping people, and so that's kind of how it started.
Well, where did you go to school, and what did your stuff consist of?
Okay, well, I went to a junior college for 2 years, Snow Junior College. I went to the University of Utah to get my bachelor's degree, and I was in an internship program in order to become certified. They don't have those anymore. And worked under some wonderful athletic trainers. They gave me a lot of experience, helped me, and so then once I graduated from there and became certified, I worked at Snow Junior College for 1 year and went to grad school at Western Illinois. And so I have a master's degree from there.
Well, how long have you been working in the athletic training field?
I've been certified since 1981, so I've been here at Weber State for about 26 years so far. So a long time.
In those years, how have you seen the field change?
It's changed a lot. Just for example, an ACL surgery, when someone had a torn ACL, back when I first started, they would repair their ACL. They'd be in the hospital for 3 days, and then they'd put them in a cast from their hip to their toes, and they'd have their knee bent. They'd be on crutches for 6 weeks. Now an ACL surgery, they're it's an outpatient surgery, and they put them in a brace and they're walking right after. That's just one thing that's changed. All the modalities and the things that are out there to help you. Just the special tests. Back when I first started, there was a lot of special. There were a few special tests for every joint. Now there's like 15 special tests.
Yeah.
And then they all have different names. So just everything's changed.
Well, out of all the locations you've worked, which one's your favorite?
Most definitely here at Weber State's my favorite. I'm really fortunate to work in a town. My family's close by. I love Weber State. I love Utah. So, we definitely here at Weber State.
Well, what kind of patients do you see?
I just work with the college athletes. Right now I'm working with the men and women's track team. And volleyball, I work with volleyball. I worked with women's basketball for about 24 years of my career. I've traveled with men's football. I've traveled with men's basketball. I've done soccer. I've done every sport. But, back when we first started too, there were 2 certified trainers, and we kind of traveled with everyone. But there wasn't the spring season. Football didn't have a spring season. Volleyball didn't have a spring season. So, even the sports themselves have changed.
That's not everything.
It's now you can't just have 2 people and take care of everything. You have to be with specific teams.
So, what does your typical workday look like?
Generally in the morning, that's when I try to do my office stuff at my office. Keep up on my paperwork. And I teach class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, and so I try to do my class preparation then. On Tuesday and Thursday, I try to schedule athletes for swim-acts and do rehab on those days. And then I start track practice at 12:30, and so I'm with them until about 5:30, 6 o'clock every day.
Well, what's the craziest injury you've seen?
Gosh, the craziest injury I've ever seen happen this year I was covering a tennis match, and one of the girls on our opponent's team, I kept watching her. I thought something's kind of weird with her. I thought she had hurt her back. And so they didn't have an athletic trainer with them. So during the switchover, they asked me to come and look at her, and she just kept saying, "I hurt right here." And I looked at her and couldn't find anything. It seemed like she had a rib problem. I wasn't sure. And she was from Russia, so we were having a little bit of communication problem. So she went ahead and played the match. They won, and after I went over to check on her again, and she said, says I hurt right here and a little bit in my back, and I just wasn't sure what was going on. She wasn't having trouble breathing, so I said, we can have our team physician. She told me that she wasn't doing very well. I said, okay, let's take you to the ER. Well, she had a pneumothorax.
Oh, wow.
So her lung had collapsed, and so I'd never ever seen that before in my life.
That's kind of unusual in a tennis player.
Yeah, it was, and I found out after that our lung has, a lot of people have what's called blebs, or little air sacs, and one of those must have broke, and she had a little hole in her lung. She was lost, the lung decompressed or collapsed, and by the time that she was seen by the physician, she had, she started with, to develop a pneumothorax, and so it was really scary. But the thing about it, she never presented as if she had a lung problem, and because she never was struggling breathing. She finished playing. It was just so weird. I've never seen anything like it.
Wow. Well, what is your favorite part of your job?
I like to travel a little bit. I've gone to so many places. I've been to Europe, a few times. I've been to Hawaii, Alaska, all over the United States. So I like seeing new things. But sometimes the travel is my least favorite thing too. So I guess I want it both ways. When you get to conference, or sometimes where you're going to the same place over and over, it kind of gets monotonous. I like being around the athletes. They're healthy, they're fun, they're highly motivated, and so I really enjoy being around the athletes. And then I love the game, being on the sidelines of a football game, or being on the sidelines of a volleyball or basketball game. It's wonderful. It's fun. I really enjoy it.
Well, thank you for your time and letting us interview you. That will conclude our interview, and hope that gives you a glimpse into the life of an athletic trainer, and hope that helps you decide that if you want to take that course for your career. Have a good day.